This is Spit. Countdown to New Year's Eve. 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. I want you to check them out. All right. Hopefully we all have a prosperous New Year. So hang in there. It's going to be wonderful. Welcome to New Year's Eve. Countdown to 219. Tonight's the night you're going to make all sorts of promises and resolutions about what you're going to do in this upcoming year. How you're going to make the change. How you're going to make the shift. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to find your why. You're not going to find a reason to do it even when you don't feel like doing it. You're not going to shift your paradigm, which is going to mean the way you're thinking, your operating system. So here's some things that I want you to think about while you're making it. First thing, changing your paradigm. People, you listen to things over and over again. You read things over and over again so that they sink in. Because sometimes when you hear something, it may spark an idea. Your mind is off thinking about it, but the tape or whatever you're listening to is still going. So therefore, you're missing it. So you need to repeat information. If you read a book, I want you to read it over. How many times have you read a book and read it again, and the second time that you read it, you pick up something that you didn't pick up the first time? The reason is because your mind had an idea when it had a line and didn't focus on the other things that you thought you were reading while you were reading. Now tune into part 2 and welcome to part 2. So I was talking about reading and repetitive. The reason that you know what your name is because your parents repeated it over and over and over again until you got it. If they said it one time, you wouldn't have gotten it. The second thing after shifting your paradigm is to find your passion, find out where you're going. What do you want to do in this life? So you figure that out and you really hold that wholeheartedly in your head, in your heart, and in your mind, because the material world is a manifestation of the spiritual world. So the first thing comes is an idea. You have an idea, you think about things, and you manifest that into the real world. But you have to hold it, and you have to hold it with passion. Passion. I keep saying that because there's a difference between an incantation. An incantation is something that's repeated so hard with so much emotion that it becomes reality. Because remember, I told you the subconscious mind does not know what is real and what isn't real. So therefore, it is a slave to what you can imagine and make it real for your mind. I've heard people often say that they don't have money. Now, this is another thing that I want you to think about. Not having money is more or less a lack of an idea. If you don't have an idea how to get money, you won't have money. So you don't necessarily say don't have any money. You don't have an idea or a theory on how to get money. So therefore, you must think about that. There's 7.2 billion people in the world. You can figure out how to sell even those 7.2 billion people something, but you need an idea. Now, here's the difference. You pray for things. And this is what I really want you to do when I say be mindful of what goes on with your body and your spirit. Intuition is God talking back to you. So whenever you're inspired or you get a thought or inspiration, I want you to pull over, stop doing whatever you're doing, and take that call. Can you imagine this? Ring, hello, this is God. I have an idea for you. And you're like, hold on, I'll be right back to you. The idea never comes back. The inspiration never comes back. So I want you to, the minute you get that inspiration, as far as an idea, creating alternate streams of income. Like I said, there's 7.2 billion people in the world. Shit, there's 11 million people in New York alone. You can figure out what these people need. You supply a need, you will be fine. Create something that you can sell while you're sleeping. People in the entertainment business, you're lucky because you make records and they sell irregardless of where you are. Years later, they can happen. So you can also do this, creating alternate terms of income by selling something online, creating videos. You can do that, or you can. Real estate is a good source. It doesn't have to be high end. You don't have to do $1 million deal the first day out. You can do $100,000 deals, getting $1,000 a month. Maybe 500, 600 goes towards mortgage. The other goes towards your pocket or investing in the market. So these are ways to create alternate streams of income. But whatever you do, I want you to have passion behind it. I'm Lavaba. This is Spit.